Hello everyone, and in this tutorial we are going to deploy our model which we made in the first part. Okay, like the project name is foliar disease in apple trees classifier, and the first part is done of training and testing. Okay, link in the description, you will get it. That was the first part which we did in the morning. Okay, so I'm uploading this tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can deploy this project into your local host system. Okay, into localhost. See, this front end application, the files for the front end application I've already given in the templates. This index HTML, base HTML, and static CSS and JavaScript file. Okay, I've already given. And see the models. Okay, like this was the model which we produced in the morning. Okay, in the train and test part. This is my own custom, like I was just trying. Okay, so ignore this, but apple2.h5 which we produced. Okay, and so if any user post any image here. Okay, like see, if choose like say test0, now predict option will appear, and click on this, and the user will get, like, if this is like the prediction of the condition of the leaves. Okay, rust, I don't know how good it is, right? How accurate is this? Like I have not seen the labels, but yeah, so this is the basic idea of, like, if I choose another let's say this tested and multiple diseases. Okay, it is saying multiple diseases, so user can upload a file, and what it will do, it will predict. Okay, so that is the basic idea. So if you have not watched the first part, link in the description. Okay, train and test, and in this I'm going to show you how to connect this front end with Flask API. Okay, and so that you can predict the model. Okay, predict the output basically. Okay, so let's start. So let's start the project. Just open PyCharm. Okay, I have already given you app.py file. Okay, but here we are going to make it like this is opening, and see, PyCharm is a very, like, it's the best IDE right now, like according to me, because it provides many features. This is the project you might be like, you might find here, or just go to here, file, open, and open your this folder. Okay, and just click on OK, and you will get this here in this window, and you will get that this project here. Okay, just right click on a new file and Python file. Okay, and give it the name app.py. See, app.py. Okay, all right, here you need to write a code. Okay, this is the main file, this is your application. Okay, so let's start writing, like, what are the things you need to have. Okay, this images you don't need now, because you have already trained and tested. Okay, labels you don't know. Models, this is the model we produced in the first part, apple2. Okay, in the first part, link in the description. This is your CSS and JavaScript folder. This is your HTML folder. Of course, like, see, HTML files are there, which helps you to make what? Make the front end application. Okay, and I was all right. Uploads, whatever image any user will give now in any server, it will store in this upload. You can see in this upload folder. Okay, so automatically it will get stored here. So just, and in the app, of course, we just started this from Flask. Okay, oh sorry, from Flask. Okay, just how you can install this anywhere, like settings, and just plus sign here, and just write Flask. Okay, and soon it will come up here, and you can easily install it. Okay, like it's going on Flask, and just install the package. Okay, I think I'm in my environment. let me check. Yes, so I might have already installed. I don't think I don't think I will install. So Flask and install package installing. This Flask we need. Okay, this is the Flask which we need, like that can bind Python code with your front end application, means HTML, CSS and all. Okay, it's like a waiter. It's like a waiter in the restaurant. It's like a waiter in the restaurant. Okay, whenever you order something, it will get you. Manage repositories. What is this? I don't know. Okay, so it is installed. Now from Flask, just import. From Flask, you are importing. See, Flask, you are importing read render template to render the template folder. Okay, that HTML files. You are and request. Okay, right now till here only. From um okay, leave yeah, import numpy as np. Okay, if I forgot anything, I will again do this. Okay, import I think OS we will need, import and I think import OS, yeah, from TensorFlow dot keras dot TensorFlow 2.2 is required. Okay, TensorFlow or greater than 2.0, basically greater than 2.0. Okay, you need to run this. Models, we're gonna import models. Under models, we need to import load model. Okay, from TensorFlow dot keras dot pre-processing, we're gonna import image. Okay, yeah. From Verzig, okay, dot utils, you can even install this also. Okay, using same method. Utils, I'm gonna import secure file. Okay, I think, yeah, if I need anything else, I will import it later. Okay, I hope you can see the font. I hope it is visible to you. Let me try to increase it. Okay, now I think you can see clearly. Okay, I just increased the font size. Now see, let's initialize your app. App is equals to Flask, and that's how we initialize name. Okay, that's how we initialize. This is the first starting point to initialize the app. Okay, app is equals to Flask name, means this is we are calling the Flask and you know we are initializing it. Now this is what we can say is define the Flask app. Okay, now one more thing. Okay, as we are working on this directory, right? Yeah, as we are working on this directory, so I think we don't do this. Okay, let's see. Let's load our model. Okay, so a model is equals to model is equals to load model. Load model, which model we need to load? This. From the models we have Apple 2. Okay, so from the models we have Apple, or I think 2 we did in the 2.h5. Okay, 2.h5. This is what we produced in the first part. Link in the description. Okay, like you can watch the first part. So we have loaded our model. Now let's go for the prediction. Okay, it's a very simple steps basically. Okay, very simple steps. Load the model. You initialize the app, you loaded the model. Now let's go for the prediction. That's all. Yeah, we will call HTML files there. Okay, model predict, image path you need to give, and the model, which is like model. Yeah, these two parameters you need to give, and let me now explain you a little bit. Wait, see, model predict. Okay, so now when we load our model, we will predict it. Okay, so in the prediction, if you have watched the first part, you will know that what we do, we rescale that, we resize it. Okay, we expand the dimension, so and we do this kind of things. Okay, so image dot load image. Okay, image path, whatever the image path, like when user will give. Okay, and it will resize it to 224 by 224. Like this is the training size, which this is the size, this is the image size in which we trained our model in the first part. Okay, so this and this. Okay, so now again test image is equals to uh, image dot, let's convert into array. Okay, whatever we did in the first part at last. Okay, we are doing it the same. You can even copy paste that test in this ipynb file. Okay, this one. Okay, so test image, and we are rescaling it with we are dividing every pixel with 255. Okay, so that it is scaled down in a particular range. Again test image is equals to numpy dot expand dimension test image with x is equals to 0. See, what does it means now? See, sorry, x is equals to 0. See, what does it means now? See, it's like if you remember in the training, we give batch size is equals to 16. Okay, in the first part. So now we are predicting on the only one photo, only one image. Okay, not on the batches of images, not on the batch of images, but only one image. Okay, so right now before this, okay, our model size is, our model dimension is 3. Okay, means image size 224. Okay, so see, sorry, I had to pause the video. See, what I was saying is, as we do train and test on the we do train on the batch of images. Okay, like 16 we did in that first part, but here we are just predicting on the one image. Okay, means batch of only one image. So right now our dimension of image is 3, 224 by 224 by 3. 3 means RGB, the colored image. So when we expand the dimension, okay, it becomes 4 dimension image. Okay, means fourth one is what? It is showing the batch. Okay, so it's gonna be like 1 cross 224, 1 by 224 by 224 by 3 means 1 the batch sample. Okay, or the number of image in the batch, 1 by 224 by 224 by 3. 3 is RGB channel. Okay, that's all. And okay, let's go ahead, and that's all. And now we have done our all the pre-processing, and now result, result is equals to model dot predict model dot predict on the test image. Okay, in this image, and now return the result. Okay, I think I did something wrong. Model is equals to load model. I think I've loaded in the right way. Okay, because it was not showing the model, it was not showing anything. Yeah, all right. We have defined a function for the model prediction. Okay, now let's make our app. Okay, like let's make our app. Let's call those HTML functions and we're gonna use this function over there. Okay, so see, in every home page now, see, this is the home page of Google. Okay, like this is the home page of Google now. This is the home page of Google. Okay, google.com, if you see clearly, google.com slash, and after this you have some address. Okay, https slash google.com slash, and you have some address and all. Okay, similarly we're gonna have our home page. Okay, so app dot route. Okay, in this route, in the home page, that's why I'm giving like this slash. In the home page itself, on the home page itself, by default the method gonna be get. Okay, in the home page itself, what we gonna get, there is a term called methods. I think methods I have not defined. Wait. I think methods I have not defined, but yeah, I don't think we need to define. Methods is equals to get. Yeah. So in the home page, what we gonna get? Okay, there is a two methods, like there are lots of methods, but basically two, get and post. Okay, so in this home page, what we gonna get? We're gonna get the index home page. Okay, index home page. This index home page. This templates index. This one. Okay, this one, in which it will be written like this and like this. Okay, above some buttons will be there. Index and return render template. It will go in the template folder itself. Okay, and it will render index.html. Okay, now again in the second root, it's like Google slash google.com slash. Okay, it's like that. So slash, in the next page, in another page, there is a page known as predict. Okay, so in the predict, what we are going to do, we are going to post our data, get, and we're gonna get the result. Okay, so we're gonna post the data, means the image we're gonna post. Okay, so that we can get the prediction. So we are defining a function called upload, and if request dot method is equals to post, if user is posting a data, any image. Okay, so what we will do, we will store that into this upload folder. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me make this empty. Okay, let me make this empty. F is equals to request dot files, and if that file we are requesting. Okay, get the file from, let me get the file from post request, and save the file to uploads folder. Okay, here we are going to save it. Base path equals to os.path.join, os.path.directory name, sorry, the directory name. This os means in whatever folder we are having. Under path we have a function called directory name, in which we are going to save that file. Okay, os.path.real path file. Now, what is the file path? File path is equals to os.path.join. Okay, os.path.join let's join something. Okay, let's join base path. This is the base path. Okay, means the file. Let's join, and where C os dot path dot join. Okay, so the first argument is base path, means that file, and where we want to store it, in the uploads folder. Okay, and store it like secure file name f dot file name. Okay, and one more bracket, and now f dot save it. Okay, in that file path, in this file path. Okay, save it. That's all. And now after saving it, like if a user post it, okay, like if user is posting data, it will first of all save this in the upload folder, and now it will gonna make the prediction. Okay, why we are saving that in the upload folder? Just to see na, like what users are even posting, like what users are posting. So let's call that function model predict. Okay, and we are going to give two parameters, image path, means that file path, and the model. And after saving it on the uploads folder, it will call from there like file path, okay, from that uploads folder, and model, the model. Okay, our model. So this is the result. There are basically 4 categories, right? So let's define the category. Categories or categories. Okay, I'm so bad at spelling now, like I don't even know. Categories. What's the spelling of categories? Categories. I'm so bad at spelling. Oh, okay, it's correct. Categories is equals to, first category is healthy. Okay, second category is multiple. You can give underscore, or you can give anything like multiple disease. Let me make it a capital letter. Healthy. Okay, then rust, and the fourth one is scab. Okay, means now it will give the result. It will be in a array form. Okay, in a array. So let's process your result for human form. Okay, it will be in a array form, like this. What you gonna understand? Okay, so prediction of class, we are giving a variable name, the result dot argmax function. We have seen this in the first part, that it will give 4 output. Okay, like 0.90, like it is 90% sure that this is healthy, and then 0.5, 0.2, 0.3. Okay, so give that you can say give that index. Okay, give that index whose confidence is highest. Okay, whose probability is highest. So if it gives 0.90 here, means highest, then what is the index? 0. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So argmax, and we just want yeah, this only argmax. Okay, I think I have written correctly. Now what we want is, it will give it in this form, 1 or 2 or 3 or 0. Okay, and now whatever it will give. Okay, so and result see, this is like what we got, predict class, and the maximum argument, like as I said, see what happens is, if this is getting 90%, 5%, 3%, 2%, so who is getting highest probability? This healthy, and healthy is having 0 index. Okay, 0, 1, 1, then 2, then 3. So in machine form it will give output like this, okay. But algorithmic function will do what? Which index is having maximum highest probability? This 0 to 1. So it will just give in 0, okay. But even user can't understand like what is 0, what is 1, what is 2, what is 3. So let's do what? That just output, the final output it's gonna be in like in the list of categories. It just should be like this predict class, means if it is giving output as 0, then it will see in categories what is 0, healthy. So this healthy term will store it here, okay. Return output means, let me explain you again, if predict class comes 1 multiple digits, okay. So in categories, what is one index? The first index is multiple digits, okay. So the multiple digits, that full word will get stored in the output, means in the human form, okay, human language form. Return none means at last if request method is not post, then return none, and at last let's start our app. If name is equals to main, that's how we start. App.run debug is equals to false. See, if we do true, it will tell you what is causing error, but there is some more error causing in me if I am doing debug is equals to true. So I am gonna do debug is equals to false, okay. Like you can try and test, okay. And port number by default it is 5000 in everybody's laptop. You can do it for 5926, like random number. This is random. I just gave a random 4 digit, okay. So like 5926 in your local host. This is the port number, and see, I have run this and it's running. By default it is 5000, okay. See, local host 5926, okay. This is a local host IP address, and now this is your main web front page, okay. This, so this like see in this, before going further, see, we rendered template of index HTML and where in the templates folder index, and see this index is calling this base HTML also, this index is calling many, and this base HTML is calling that this CSS, JavaScript, okay, JavaScript and all this CSS file in the static folder, okay, in the static folder. So CSS, JavaScript, so everybody is connected to everybody, okay. So this is your front end, and let me choose any image, okay, test 0, and if I go for predict, okay, so see in the outputs, in the uploads folder, see this pic got stored. So if any user try to predict, that image will get stored here, okay. See, rust result, it is showing rust, okay, it is rust, like the model is saying. You can even see here like code 200 means it is getting successful, 404 means not found, okay. So 200. Similarly you can give any other, let's say this one, test 8. What do you think? Multiple diseases it is saying, okay, and see it is getting stored here. So that's how you can make a web app, okay. So if you found this video useful, see debug is equals to true false you can give, okay. So if you found this video useful, do like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, okay. I'm getting so many messages. Hit the bell icon, and I should not say like I'm not showing off, I just uploaded one tutorial today and I'm just getting messages and messages. Whew, okay, so thank you everyone, bye bye.